This isn't just a motorcycle. This is a 240 plus kilo emotional roller coaster powered by petrol, dreams, and unapologetic choices.
Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Reel on Wheel. Today we're gonna talk about Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650, also known as the Highway King, the tension magnet, and the reason why my wallet cries. 2 years, 30,000 kilometers, and countless chai stops. So let's get brutally honest. So this one is my favorite, and that's the reason I've kept it in the number one. This bike just doesn't turn heads, it rotates necks like an owl. The stance, the chrome job, and the chunky tank. It screams, I'm a cruiser, respect me. Even after 2 years, it still looks premium. Paint's holding up well, chrome hasn't grind itself to rust. So styling, it's still a 10 on 10 flex machine. Smooth, calm, mature. Twist the throttle and it doesn't shout. It growls politely. It cruises beautifully at 90 to 120 km an hour. Feels planted, confident, like it was born for highways. No dramatic vibrations like the old Royal Enfields, just butter. The seat, it's a sofa. The riding posture, it's a lazy boy recliner. But if you're up for a long ride, maybe you need some extra cushions after 300 kilometers or so. Some soreness or tightness in your buttocks is actually inevitable. So what I've done is I have bought myself the Grand Pit Stop air cushion seats. So that really helped me. Otherwise, it's very, very comfortable. The seat is so comfortable that basically it feels like it's a couch with wheels, at least for a rider. Another thing that I like about Super Meteor 650 is its sound. It's the sound of this bike is deep, it's classy. It's not that duk kind of sound, but it's kind of I pay my taxes voila mature rumble. You know what? I'll make you hear the sound. So you see, the sound itself is so it has a rumble, it has a mature rumble, and there's no need to change with the aftermarket exhaust. I'm not saying anything to those who actually do that, but it's my personal opinion, it's my personal choice that I've actually kept my stock exhaust in place. I just don't want to, install any aftermarket exhaust in this bike. That's the beauty and that's the sound I wanted. So in short, this thing owns the highway. Cruising at 100 feels like 50. Confidence unlocked. Ego boost maximum. Engine very, very smooth like a butter on hot paratha. Seat like a sofa in your nanny's house. Posture very, very relaxed like a lazy boy recliner. Sound deep, classy, mature rumble. And people staring, it's always, even the trucks give respect. Now, every love story has a tragedy. In my case, it actually starts with the weight. You know what? This thing is a 248, precisely 248 kgs coming from Royal Enfield, and the brand is actually known for making heavy machines. Now, because this is a cruiser coming from Royal Enfield, weighing up to 250 kgs, so somewhere when you are actually in a low speed, you may find it difficult to maneuver, especially on the bad roads where there is no tarmac or where it's very, very broken. You may feel the weight. Sometimes when you are actually trying to find a spot in the parking lot, you then actually have to maneuver through your legs and hands So you will feel the weight at that time. Sometime maybe when you're making a U-turn, so because it's actually a cruiser, the turning radius is very small, so you may have to jiggle a bit more to make that U-turn. But you know what, now because this is a heavy machine, it actually has a merit to it. This, when it is cruising on highway, it actually sticks on the road. You will not feel it. Only when you are on a low speed you will feel the weight. And the another advantage, sorry, I'm actually talking about the disadvantage, but because there is an advantage and merit also behind to it, let me tell you. The first thing that I actually talk about, that because it's heavy, the heaviness pays it when you're cruising in the highway. And the second merit is, since this bike is a cruiser, the seat height is very low, so even a 5 feet 5 inches guy can actually sit on the bike and use his legs to maneuver or control the bike very easily. You see, you need not to go in a gym. You may have actually seen some reels that buy a subscription of the gym. It's all wrong. You just need to have two strong legs. No need to go to gym. Maneuver with the help of your legs, your hands, and little bit of throttle, and this machine is gonna be with you standing on ground always. It can do city rides. Honestly, it won't enjoy city rides. So I'll tell you, my office is 12 kilometers from where I stay, and I go to my office in my scooter. So I have Aerox 155 as well. I don't go to my office in this bike or in my car. The best vehicle that I can find to beat the traffic of NCR is my scooter. The main reason why, because the peak hours, the traffic peak hours, riding this bike in that time is actually a hell. And the main reason, in winters it can be okay, but still it's gonna take a lot of time. But problem comes in summers, when this bike is actually moving, and not moving in a cruising speed, maybe I'm talking about above than 60 kmph, there's a lot of heat that's going to come out. That heat, it's like it's actually burning everywhere. So in summers you are actually wearing a trouser or a jeans, you actually feel that heat. It's like the engine is cooking momo down somewhere. So Royal Enfield has improved, but consistency, only the service center gods can tell. Sometimes it's perfect, sometimes sir thoda paisa aur lag jayega. So basic parts, service cost, oil changes, it's all fairly priced for 650. Around 10,000 to 15,000 is the service cost that you can expect in one service, and as a Royal Enfield owner, you actually have to do 2 mandatory service in a year. Parts are not cheap, but they are not crazily expensive either. Ground clearance. The most talked point around Super Meteor 650 on the internet. I'll tell you, this bike has a very unique friendship with the speed breakers. It's toxic and unpredictable. You own this bike, and if you're not careful enough, you are riding very recklessly on the bad roads and on the speed breakers. Believe me, you're gonna have very deep scratches, marks below that belly. Cross them with gentle pleasure and give time for shockers to react, and your bike will thank you later. In short, ride carefully. Short answer, yes. Long answer, because it feels premium. Because it makes every ride feel special. And because every time I park and look back and smile, I feel like I'm a fool in love. Buy it if you love cruising. If you appreciate style and presence. Buy it if you like raw power and relaxed posture. Buy it if you are okay with weight and maintenance. Skip it if you want a city commuter. Skip it if you're kind of a rider who likes saddling when there is a bad road. And skip it if you are keen on mileage. So if you love highways, if you love pure power, if you love looking like the coolest human on road, then this thing is pure happiness. If you love speeding, if you love mileage, if you love city commuting, then bhul jao. Till then, bye bye.